Alright, before it gets super hot out today, I'm going to do an oil change on my Suzuki M50. This is a 97. So I already changed the oil twice on this. Um, but as you guys can see, it's over. Focus. That is pitch black. It just looks mucky. So I was using not so expensive of oil, but this time around I got myself some high quality oil, Valvoline 4-stroke, and I also got a K&N filter. Right now I just have an STP in there, which is doing good, but like I said, as dark as it is, I want to go ahead and put the best oil I can into it right away. This stuff. It's okay, but I was kind of using this just to kind of flush it out. I know that a lot of this oil can get back into the transmission, so because this is my third time changing the oil. I pretty much just got this a couple months ago. I've been driving the living daylights out of this every single day. It's changed my whole life, so it's amazing. I love riding motorcycle, but I want to keep this engine good. I did take it on the toll road, went up to 80. I can push this thing up to 100. Pretty darn simple. I do not like doing that though, because it would stress out this engine way too much. But I was doing 80 miles an hour to keep up with traffic, so it did put this engine through quite a bit of work with the more inferior oil. So let's go ahead and get this changed out, get the really good oil in there, the full synthetic with the K&N filter, and yeah, next time I'm down the highway, I'm not going to be so worried. What I like to do, I got this little pan here at AutoZone, and it fits so perfectly underneath, and then I can put my filter right here as I'm kind of working. It's really good for motorcycles. And then I do have this pan over here that I can put my oil in to transport it then to a shop, because I would not want this in my back seat as I'm cruising down, especially how they have the roads in Taylor. So step two, kind of loosen this puppy up top here. Make sure we have some proper airflow. Now I did run this for a few seconds, actually a minute. I want to make sure that this feels warm, you know, it just feels warm, not hot. You don't want to burn yourself. Just want to make your oil more liquid, so then when it comes out of the bike, it empties out faster. You don't have to sit here for hours on end. So next step, you want to come underneath the motorcycle, make sure your pan's hit, because you don't want to hurt Mother Earth. Look for that pan bolt, which is a 14 millimeter. Get yourself a socket or wrench. Probably a wrench is safer, because you know it's not going to come pouring all over your wrench here. But normally what I do is give it a good old loosen in there. Take this off. I don't like oil all over my tools. And just finger it, loosen it out. Good. Kind of keep one finger on the plug per se, so I know all the threads are loosey-goosey. Almost there. Can you go a little bit? Give it a test. Oh, all right. So, get out of the way. Ew, look at that. Oh my goodness. That's dirty. Oh, I'm so sorry. The name of my bike is Taneuma, which in Japanese is stallion. This is my Japanese stallion. And Taneuma here. Oh my goodness, I'm so sorry. Girl, I ran you so hard. Yes. All that junk. Okay, so now you're just gonna let this flow out. You're gonna want to tilt the bike as well, back and forth towards the end. You get all that oil out there. All right, the oil's done draining out here. I'm gonna go ahead and just get this back in there. You don't want to forget this. Start putting oil back into the bike, and it all just comes out. And man, let's go ahead and just bump that up. One major thing to mention: don't tighten this to living daylights. Go ahead and just give it a good cinch like that. You'll be happy with it. So let's say you got to use one of these. Now, if I really grab that and crank it, I can. But I'm gonna share with you guys, because this took me a while to figure this one out. Slide this up up into this area here, next to it with the handle bent. See that? And then just loop it around like this and back in. Straighten your handle out. Set this over, and then I'm on it. Here's an example of how I get it. I actually put force pushing up like this, and then give it a little twist like that. Out, up, turn. And that's good enough. The rest I'll do by hand. Maybe just one more. Boom. Drains it out. And let that pour out of there. And get the new one out. Here's the oils that I'm going to be putting in. Here's my oil filter. I went with K&N this time, and I went with the high quality oils. This oil is kind of not that good. So let's go ahead and treat her good, right? Treat her good. My beautiful Japanese style. I do this all with one hand. And if it's done with one hand, it's a little tricky because this has a little nubby on the bottom here once they keep rolling off. So what I'll do here is just take a little bit of this oil, not too much, just so. Let's get it on this ring. You want to make sure you coat this with some oil. I personally put a little bit of, I pour some oil into this as well, so it's not so dry pouring in and out when we first start. It's not a necessity, but it does make things just smoother. So anyways, let's go ahead and mount this on. So this K&N does have a nut on the end, a little nubby we saw earlier. I actually don't know what millimeter that is. Now, do I actually want to put a wrench and tighten that? Not really. That's not how I do things. I like just hand tightening my my filters. I really don't want to stress anything else. So my hands are a little slippy. I'm going to grab myself a paper towel and I get some good grip. I'm just going to give that a good snug out. Let's do a little double check here. Filter's changed. Plug is plugged and snugged. Let's get this guy off. Now, I am not the steady of hand. And make sure this is nice and clean. Like that. Get it good looking. Good. Just set that right there. The meat is awesome. So, we begin the pouring of the oil, my friends. I usually like to keep the bottom down like that, like anybody else would pour the oil. Splashing everywhere. I think this takes 3.5 liters, but usually after 3 of these, what I do is just pour a little bit in, take a peek, pour a little bit in, take a peek, till it's just right. And you know, in Texas, that's all right, all right, all right. After 3 liters, we are good to go. I like that it's just pretty plain and simple. You don't have to measure it really, but it's always good to double check as you're moving along. Oh, my poor bike is so dirty right now. Should have made this clean before doing the video, but yeah, oh well. That's on. New filter. We got 3 liters of high quality synthetic oil in this puppy. Or should I say, Taneuma, the stallion from Japan. So, extra credit to anybody who can guess where these sticker emblems are from. Alright, so let's go ahead sit down on this stallion here. Let's go to firing up. First, I'm gonna have to hold the clutch. Camera. Action. Sounds better. I'm gonna let that oil cycle through it before I do any kind of revving. Let it do its thing. Let the oil do its circulation. Already sounds better. Ooh, yeah. Oh yeah, that's it. That's the stuff. Let's give it a little something. Very good. Very happy with this. So I got that suit. Look at how bright that is. That's incredible. I got those new LEDs in this. Pure white. Used to be like a yellow. Did the same thing on my wife's motorcycle. It's much more brighter. Another thing, guys. These little lights right here. These are awesome for your license plate. They shine down on the ground. This is like at night. It's all lit up right here, so people really can see me good at night. That's important. Nobody likes getting hit by a car. Enough of these fumes. Well, there she is. I'm gonna go ahead and suit up, take it for a ride. Thank you guys for joining me on this. I hope you this helps you in your oil change adventures. It's very simple. Now I even changed the clutch myself on this. That's actually really easy to do, really fun. Just take these off, this comes off, and just some things happen in there, and boom, you got a good clutch. Adjust the cable, bang it a bang, you know what I'm saying? It's all good. Working on bikes, very simple. Don't be afraid to do it yourself, but make sure you educate yourself. Watch plenty of these YouTube videos, and there's plenty out there. So much love, guys. Safe riding. Until next time, be the best you can.